Alright, let's continue with this class with the pectoral protector. We'll initially make this part from this angle. I think we can understand what it is about. Since it is on perspective, I think we can understand pretty well what we need to achieve. So let's start by adding a mask. And let's leave it like that. It seems it's finished, the extraction. I think it looks good with that thickness. So I'll hit accept. And the same thing, this technique will be used for pretty much all the pieces. Project, smooth the edges, and watch carefully this tutorial, since over here we'll make the borders. That basically will be done for all the pieces. For instance, for this piece, and you'll have to do that on your own. For instance, also over here, it's got some edges on this kind of underwear. On this portion, the shoulder pad. These small ones, no. And by the time we finish this edge, you'll understand the proper way to create any kind of pieces regardless their position on Sylvanas. Remove the mask. I'll apply a zero measure. Here it is. As always, target polygon count in 5. Let's check the mesh. Let's finish polishing everything concerning the border, taking advantage of this topology, which helps us improve these kind of irregular details. I think I should first decrease the polygons quantity. So I'll head to zero measure and set it to 1. Now, it obviously is lighter. The first thing we have to do is to delete all this inner part. What regards to the mesh, we finally won't use. One way is, for instance, by selecting over here, regroup by edge. I'll hide this portion. Invert. I'll select auto group, and the portion, let's see, invert, bring everything to the front, this one, notice we've hidden these faces over here. I'll delete them, delete, hidden, and we'll use these ones over here. These edges we've got left using Z-modeler, polygroup, alright, select this one, invert, I'll delete a side, disable symmetry, select all this, Ctrl W, and invert. I'll delete that one, delete hidden, Ctrl W over here, and what we've got here will be really useful. Let's remove these two polygons. Head to Z-modeler, select this one, delete, single poly, 1 and 2. I'll select these ones over here. I'll make a mask. This is what happens when we forget about removing the masks and we bring them up without willing to. But well, now we know it. Over here, what we simply have to do is to delete this portion over here, Let's see. Select this one. Ctrl W. Yeah, that should do. And let's delete it. Delete hidden. Now, let's press 3 times. I've added 3 subdivisions. 4. Select the edge. Invert. And inflate. Let's set it on 2. Smooth it. Select dam standard. Invert it. And one way to get these edges sharp is by using dam standard. We can do it using a dam standard, or we can head to standard in brush, curve, accurate curve mode, enable it, and what it does is to sharpen a bit the brush standard. We can increase a bit the lazy mouse. I want to check the reference. Yeah, it's on this surface. I think this height should do. And I'll increase some to lazy mouse. Let's leave it around there. And now we'll make it sharper using pinch. I can notice it's got kind of detail sunken over here in the middle. And we can make it also by using the same standard. But we invert it. Now what we'll do, let's check how it looks so far. It looks alright. Let's first make this detail. First, let's check where it is located. It goes right here, next to this corner. Let's use a mask. It doesn't have to be perfect. We can get it a bit irregular, but after generating it, we can still fix it. Let's head to extract. And let's set a thickness of 0.005. Extract. Let's leave it there. Hit accept. Polish the edges. Right there. Let's head to zero measure. Let's flatten a bit this detail. You noticed I've applied this clay polish. Here you can find it. Zero measure. Notice there are some details we have to fix. Enable solo. Let's check it. Clay polish. Notice how it improves on the edges. Now let's check over here. Alright. I'll take this tip closer. We'll make it overlap the mesh a bit. Let's remove a mask. When we apply clay polish, it generates a mask, often invisible. So let's keep that in mind. Alright, now, over here, as you can see in the reference, there is another one which comes from below, and it goes this way. I'll duplicate this one. Duplicate. And we'll adjust it as centered as possible. I think that should do. Yeah, I think so. And we try to keep it within this area. I think that should work. I'll adjust the rest manually. I think that's how it should be. So take a break and we'll continue in the next session.